Again today,
Warren Kinsella est un spécialiste du salissage et un ancien stratège pour les libéraux. Cette campagne secrète est une atteinte à l'intégrité de notre processus démocratique. Nous soupçonnions depuis longtemps que plusieurs des supposés scandales des derniers mois avaient été arrangés par des opposants. Cette révélation prouve que les accusations constantes de racisme, les démissions suspectes de membres d'exécutifs de notre parti et de candidats, les faux courriels et bien d'autres histoires ont probablement été arrangés par Warren Kinsella pour ses clients conservateurs. Je tiens à vous informer que nous allons prendre tous les moyens à notre disposition pour aller au fond de cette histoire. La directrice générale de notre parti, Madame Joanne Meunier, a déjà porté plainte auprès du commissaire aux élections fédérales contre les agissements du Parti conservateur, de M. Kinsella et de sa firme Daisy Group. Je veux savoir qui est responsable de ces faux scandales. Je veux savoir aussi qui a orchestré la venue d'un candidat du parti Rhinocéros en Beauce avec le même nom que moi pour semer la confusion. Cela faisait-il partie de la campagne de Warren Kinsella et de son client, le Parti conservateur? Andrew Scheer a refusé aujourd'hui de confirmer ou de nier cette nouvelle en disant qu'il ne pouvait dévoiler les contrats du Parti conservateur avec des firmes externes. Tout comme Justin Trudeau, durant le scandale de SNC-Lavalin, M. Scheer invente des raisons pour refuser de répondre aux questions des journalistes et dire la vérité à la population. Cette histoire montre à quel point les vieux partis sont corrompus. C'est le genre de politique sale qui anime le cynisme des Canadiens envers la classe politique. Andrew Scheer ne mérite pas d'obtenir la confiance des Canadiens, ni son candidat ici en Beauce, M. Lehoux, pas plus que Justin Trudeau. Il ne défend aucun principe conservateur clair. Au contraire, on constate aujourd'hui qu'il n'a aucun principe. Tout comme M. Trudeau, Andrew Scheer est prêt à dire n'importe quoi et à faire n'importe quoi pour obtenir le pouvoir. Il est prêt à voler les élections avec des mensonges et des manipulations. J'ai quitté le Parti conservateur après avoir réalisé qu'il était devenu moralement et intellectuellement corrompu. Maintenant en douter. Je demande enfin à mon opposant conservateur en Beauce, Richard Lehoux, d'expliquer aux Beaucerons ce qu'il savait exactement de cette campagne professionnelle de salissage.
Mudslinging campaign. Was he aware of it? If so, for how long? Does he approve this disgusting way of playing politics? The people of the Beauce were smeared as well through this attack against their member of parliament. And and the way Mr. Lehoux is playing politics and representing the region. There are 2 days left before voting day. He must clearly state what his position is on this. Now, I'd like to take the time to read the same statement in English, and after that, I will be very pleased to take your questions.
I was deeply shocked to learn last night that the Conservative Party hired the consulting firm of Warren Kinsella to wage a secret campaign to discredit the People's Party by portraying it as a racist and intolerant party. A campaign that has been going on for months and may continue to this day. Warren Kinsella is a professional mudslinger and a former Liberal strategist. This secret campaign is an attack on the integrity of our democratic process. We had suspected for a long time that
Many of the supposed scandals of the last months has been fabricated by opponents. This revelation proves that the constant accusations of racism, the suspicious resignations by executive of our party, the fake emails, and many other stories have probably been arranged by Reverend Kinsella for his clients, the Conservative Party of Canada. I can assure you, we will take every means to our disposal to get to the bottom of this story. The executive director of our party, Joanne Meunier, has already filed a complaint with the Commissioners of Canada Elections against the actions of the Conservative Party, Mr. Kinsella, and his firm, Daisy Group. I want to know who is responsible for these false scandals. I also want to know who orchestrated funding a Rhinoceros Party candidate to run in both with the same name as mine to create confusion. Is this part of Ryan Kinsella campaign? Andrew Scheer today refused to confirm or deny this news, saying he could not disclose the Conservative Party contracts with outside firms. Like Justin Trudeau, during the SNC-Lavalin scandal, Mr. Scheer invents reason for refusing to answer questions and tell the truth. This story shows how corrupt our old parties are. This is the kind of dirty politics that fuels Canadians' cynicism about politics. Andrew Scheer does not deserve the confidence of Canadians this Monday, not more than Justin Trudeau. He defends no clear conservative principle. In fact, we saw today that he has no principle at all. Like Justin Trudeau, Andrew Scheer is ready to say and do anything to gain power. He is ready to steal the election with lies and manipulations. I left the Conservative Party of Canada after realizing that it had been morally and intellectually corrupt. Who can now doubt it? I also want to ask my Conservative opponent in both, Mr. Richard Lehoux, what he knew about this professional smear campaign. Was he aware of it? If so, since when? Does he approve of this despicable and shameful way of playing politics? The Beaucerons were indirectly smeared too by these fabricated attacks against their MP. Is this the way that Mr. Lehoux wants to represent La Beauce? There are 2 days before the vote, and he has to tell the Beaucerons, he has to tell us clearly where he stands. Thank you, merci, and I'm ready to answer your questions, en français ou en anglais. Bien, j'ai les mêmes informations que vous avez.
I have the same information as you do. The Globe and Mail published a very detailed article on this, and I can tell you that what the Globe and Mail said about this smear campaign against our party was proven in the facts based on what we've been seeing in recent months. Phony emails that were supposedly written by members of our party, emails with racist and intolerant comments, and then at the end of the April, we actually filed a complaint with the RCMP for an investigation. I can tell you that Mr. Scheer did neither deny or confirm that this had happened. He did not deny or confirm that the Conservative Party had given that contract to Warren Kinsella in order to discredit us. And I think this only confirms what I've been saying for a long time, which is that the Conservative Party is morally and intellectually corrupt.
Les moyens légaux.
Legal means, we have already filed a complaint with Elections Canada for an investigation of what the Conservative Party did and Mr. Kinsella and his firm, and we will be looking with our lawyers this afternoon at what other avenues we can use. Well, I'm used to being frank. I'm from the Beauce. I say what I believe, and I believe what I say. And I've always told the truth to the people of the Beauce. And unlike Mr. Scheer, I answered the questions of journalists, and he refused. So for me, that's a confirmation that the Globe and Mail article is true. Well, that's why we immediately filed a complaint with Elections Canada, and they will start investigating today, and we'll see what happens. But I hope that I will get an answer as soon as possible with respect to the election taking place in 2 days. It's important for me that the people of the Beauce region actually know what happened, and I know that there are a number of undecided voters in the region, and I think they need to know about this and realize that Mr. Lehoux and the Conservative Party have engaged in disgraceful politics, and they are questioning the integrity. They are attacking the integrity of the electoral process. And we, as I say, are doing politics differently. And I think when people go to vote from this region, they will vote for us, and I'm still confident that I can win, even though I'm taking nothing for granted. I continue to campaign this afternoon in the region, and really it's up to Elections Canada to tell you what the timeline would be, but they will start investigating immediately. No, we'll go further than that. We're going to go further than that. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We'll be looking at this with our lawyers. But in terms of the election, it proves that Mr. Lehoux has some questions to answer. And that's what he has to do. He has to answer those questions. Was he aware of this? Did he also engage in this kind of dirty politics? I don't believe that this is just random, what happened with the Rhinoceros Party candidate coming in here. So does Mr. Lehoux share this type of, this way of playing politics? And if that's the case, I don't think that's the way the people of the Beauce want to be represented. I always represented them proudly and with dignity, and I reflected the values of the people in this region. And what's happening today is against what people believe. That's why people feel disgusted with politics. We're offering them something different. We're doing politics differently, and I think what's important is for the people here to know what's going on and to hear the answers of Mr. Lehoux as to what's going on in the campaign in the Beauce. Well, this just confirms what we've been saying for months now. Well, for months, we have been providing justification to the media, saying that we defend values such as tolerance and justice. And a few times, someone was accusing us of racism or through these fake emails. They were accusing us of being racist. So really, this just confirms who we are as a party. We are a party that does politics differently, based on Canadian values. And, you know, we can now connect what happened in the past to Mr. Kinsella's firm and his client, the Conservative Party. And I'm in politics to talk about ideas and values. Mr. Scheer does not abide by the principles, conservative principles. I've said it before and I say it again. And I think Canadians are fed up with that way of doing politics. And yes, if we're aware of what's going on, if the people of the Beauce see what's going on, I've always trusted the people of this region. I have never taken my re-election for granted, and I will continue to campaign. But this is an important element for people to consider in relation to the Election Day polling.
Bien, moi, la firme, pas la firme, pardon, le Globe
not the firm, but the Globe and Mail has connected this to the Conservative Party, and Mr. Scheer did not deny it. He was asked questions about this as to whether his party was behind this, and I believe the Globe and Mail did its research before publishing this article, because otherwise journalists can be taken to court. They have to do their due diligence to ensure that they have proper facts and sources, and it's directly connected to Mr. Scheer and the Conservative Party.
Dernière question.
Final question.
Absolument pas. J'ai découvert ça
No,
comme
I
tous les
discovered that
Beaucerons, les
like
Québécois et les Canadiens.
everybody, Quebecers and Canadians at the same time.
Ah non, mais j'ai eu connaissance des
No,
faits. Je connais l'existence
I
de
know
M.
the
Kinsella,
existence
bien,
of Mr. Kinsella, of course. I know
Son
about
groupe
him.
qui l'a formé? Non, je connaissais pas ce groupe-là.
No, I wasn't familiar with the Daisy group. I knew of Mr. Kinsella, but I was not aware of the name of his group. And like everyone else, I found out about the smear campaign that they led against our party.
Bien, je pense que c'est un menteur.
Well,
et
I think he's a liar and he's a hypocrite.
Regardez, il a dit les propos qu'il a tenus à l'égard de M. Trudeau
about Mr. Trudeau during the sponsorship scandal, saying that he was a liar and a hypocrite. But those words apply to him today. Thank you.